All the guys say I always lose their cars. Just a ton of crap. But I lost this one again. Oh wait, here we are. Oh, I found it. I found it. Well, since I went corn picking, I finally found the car I'm supposed to review. Yes, my name is Cole. Welcome back to Rocket Boy Reviews. And what I have here is a 2015 Dodge Viper SRT. And, well, I mean, come on, guys. You guys know how much I've been liking American cars lately. This is definitely solidifying it. Yeah, so subscribe because I want a Viper. I'm kidding. This is an absolute beast of a car. And, well, if you got one, you know what I mean? But basically, you don't drive the car drives you because it's scary. Ah! 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 Viper, baby, let's go! Alright, so I'm gonna briefly go over performance, and before I do that, yeah, a bit scared. Anyways, but this car has a 8.4 liter V10, and this one makes 707 horsepower because it has a chip of some sort, and it also has Canon filters. 707. Yeah, that's also the same horsepower as a Hellcat, but in a Viper. It's fun. And it makes your face do this. Oh my god, the noise of it. I hope you guys appreciate these videos I'm doing because one day I might die. Yeah, this car also has a 6-speed manual, and it makes sense in this car, but also doesn't because it's unbelievable. And well, for any of you that have never driven a Viper and you floored it a couple times with the TC or TC off, it gets interesting. Still can't go wrong with one though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't see it in the sunlight. 6. Yes, sir. 6-speed manual. I'm gonna show you guys this amazing interior. I also really like these door handles. You just push them down. Super simple. You don't really have, like, you shouldn't have any complications with opening the door, but you might with it closing itself. I also like, you can see the Viper right across, and yes, those are the exhaust pipes, but you guys already know that because you already heard the sound of this V10 beauty that is lurking underneath that massive hood. Fly, get out. I don't want you in here. Anyways, stepping into this car, oh my god, it's low. It's very low. Very low. Love the steering wheel, even though it's very Dodge-esque. Love the steering wheel. 6-speed manual. It's very cramped in here. Not a ton of headroom. See, not a ton of headroom, but I mean, just enough. I'm snug in here, but I do like that. Overall, this interior is very nice and honestly very well made. I love how everything is leather or leatherette or whatever the heck they use in Dodge. I have no idea. I also really like these seats. They're kind of like a fabric and leather mix. Very nice. I also like how it says SRT over there. I think these red mats were also added by the owner. They could be factory, but I also could be wrong. Big fan of this interior. While I'm in here, of course, in typical Rocket Boy Review fashion, foot on the clutch, press once to activate the car, and make sure it's woken up, it's happy, and then all heck breaks loose. The beast starts, the biggest engine I have reviewed, and probably the biggest engine I will ever review if I'm completely being honest. roars to life with all of its V10 glory. All right, so while the beast is running, let's do a walk around. Starting with the front, you have this beautiful, very wide. This car is absolutely massive. It's obviously it's the whole car that's engine. I mean, the car stops there, and I mean, it's hilarious. The engine is half the car. It literally is half the car. Love these headlights, by the way. Listen to that thing for, oh, love it. So nice. Love the back end. These taillights are unbelievable. This car looks brand new, even though it does happen to be, what, 7 years now? 7 years, 2015, I believe. I think this is added by the owner. I could be wrong. No, I think that's factory stock diffuser. Look at how big those tires are. Those are 355s. All those guys that know tires, and you should if you're a car guy, you know that 355 is insanely massive. Insanely massive. I mean, Hellcats don't have 355, and this thing has the same horsepower as it. Yeah. Moving on, also really like this gas cap. This Viper has this Viper. I think it's like aluminum. I believe it's aluminum. Very, very nice. Like it also says Viper on both sides. You can just feel the heat radiating off of that car. Damn. The hood also does that. Let's talk about fuel economy. I'm sorry guys, I can't help myself. Just before I do the fuel economy, tire is right here, literally open. I love that. Beautiful engine, how it says Viper. I have the snake there too. Those are the K&N filters I was talking about earlier that make this car more powerful, especially with that chip. 8.4. Such a beautiful looking engine. Unbelievable. Hey guys, you already know what I'm going to talk about. Fuel economy of this Viper. 12 in the city, 21 miles per gallon on the highway for a combined total of 15 miles per gallon. It's also equal to 15.6 liters per 100 kilometers. Not the best. And right now I'm averaging 16.6 liters per 100 kilometers. Yeah. To be fair, it is a V10 and it's massive. Yeah, massive is the only word for it, really. Sorry guys, but I gotta. One more thing about this engine. It is an 8.4 liter. I've said it many times. It's just to put in perspective, a Lamborghini Aventador has a 6.5 liter V12. This is almost 2 liters bigger of an engine than an Aventador. And an Aventador, a 6.5 is already a massive engine. I really hope you guys just know how massive this engine actually is. And I mean, Lambos make, the Aventadors are like what, 700, SVs 750, so they're around 700 to 800 horsepower. This is right now about 7 horsepower with 2 liters bigger difference. I don't know how this is not more. I know ACRs are probably more, I believe. I'm not really sure, but this engine's huge, absolutely huge. Hello again. So as you guys know, not everybody can buy one of these cars, but for the guys that want to buy this car, you probably want it to be practical. Well, this car has 14.6 cubic feet of space, which is honestly not too bad. All right, so it's time to say what I like if I actually know how to drive manual. I'm kidding, I do know how to drive manual. What I like about the Viper, well, I really like the driving experience of it. Like, you really feel like you're in something really special. You feel like you're in something with a lot of character. This car definitely has a lot of character. You got that right. The transmission is also extremely, extremely smooth. This car is very easy to drive. I was very surprised. I mean, just talking about transmission, I was very surprised at how easy this car is to drive. I was expecting a very heavy clutch and not the best drivability in the world, but this car is extremely smooth and is very drivable. The steering wheel also is very nice, very simplistic, very easy. I like that a lot. See what I mean? Simplistic steering wheel, very nice. The look of this car is also unbelievable. I have gotten a ton of attention in this car while driving it. It's just something you don't see on the road. Vipers are very rare. I was told by the owner that since the 90s, when they made the first Viper to now, they only made about 20,000, give or take, 25,000, something like that. That is not a lot of cars. If you consider that there's 7 point whatever billion people in the world, and only 20,000 of those people have Vipers. Now, those are sold Vipers. There's probably a lot less because, to be honest, there's been a ton of these that have crashed over the years because it's a very torquey car, very hard to control if you don't know what you're doing. I mean, I've hit in first and second and it gets sideways pretty quick, to be honest. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can get in trouble pretty quick. But there's not many of these around, and I like that a lot. Like, you see Huracans, honestly, you do. You see Huracans, you see the odd Ferrari, you see McLarens. You don't see Vipers, and I wish you saw more Vipers because they're extremely special. I also really like that massive hood. It is huge, but I honestly really like that about the car. It just gives it perspective. It gives it more character, have that long hood, because you can really feel, I mean, you guys can hear this. You've already heard this. You can feel that this car has a beast lurking underneath its massive hood. And you definitely feel it when you're driving. It feels raw. It feels like a pure muscle car, but I don't know what really a Viper is. I don't know if you'd really have it as like a supercar or a sports car or a muscle car. It feels more like a supercar, but I think it's more of an American muscle car. But it just feels raw, like a muscle car. Like, it feels, I mean, you guys saw, driven a Challenger RT. That was a raw car. This is a raw feeling car. Even the Mustang, that was a raw feeling car. All these NA American cars are just so raw, and I like that feel. You feel like you can do everything. Like in this car, you feel like bad, you know what I mean? Like, you feel like a bad guy. Not like a bad guy as in like a bad person, but you feel like a villain. And I like it. Like, you feel tough, you feel robust. I love that. Also, probably my favorite feature on this car has to be those side exhaust pipes. I mean, you can just hear everything. You can just hear everything. You can easily hear that V10 because it is right beside you. Like, it's right in your ear, and it's such a nice sound. Like, I honestly, before I drove one of these things, I wasn't like too ideal about the sound, but definitely now I'm very accustomed to it. Okay, so here's what I don't like, and it's a very short list. Don't like the fuel economy. I've not been driving a ton, and I've already burned through almost a quarter of a tank. That's not the best. As I said, I've been averaging about 16.6 liters per 100K, and that's not ideal. I mean, if you have one of these cars, you can probably buy one, since now these are a $200,000 car, Canadian, $200,000 Canadian. So I mean, if you have one of these cars, you can probably you can buy gas. Let's be honest. But yeah, I don't like that. I also, the interior feels too Dodge, and yet I know that's kind of like a stupid thing to say because it is a Dodge car, but it just, I don't know how to say. I wish they had it more singular. Like, the infotainment system is right out of a Ram 1500. It is. Even the steering wheel, it feels like a Ram. It feels like a truck, even though it doesn't feel like a truck, but it has interior bits of a Ram 1500. The dials are all Viper, like that's only Viper. They look like that, and that's the only, like, there's no other car that's in a Dodge lineup that has these same dials. But I don't know. I get the brand equity, okay? I get, you know, you have to build a car and you have to make it feel like a Dodge. But since this is such a special car, I do wish they made it more singular to Vipers. Alright, I'm gonna do something, I don't even know what you would say, a new kind of point in the video, I guess, I'm gonna give this car a rocket rating out of 10. I give this car a rocket rating of 7.5 out of 10. The reason for the not 10 stars is because I don't like the fuel economy that much. Also, the interior could be a little bit better. The interior quality could be a tiny bit better. Also, the ride is a tiny bit stiff for a GT focused car, but I'm not gonna go on about that. I also never went about comfort, but this is a very comfortable car, very, how dare I say it, daily drivable car if you really want. There's a ton of space in the back, so not bad at all. But overall, I give this car a rocket rating out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Alright guys, I gotta go. I really hope all of you guys really like this video, because I had a blast making it for you guys. I really hope that you appreciate this car for what it is. It absolutely is a beast. Thank you so much to Jeremy, the owner, for letting me review your car, let me drive it for quite a long time. So I really appreciate guys like you that let me have these opportunities like this, so I can bring content to you guys, and I can also follow my passion, which is driving cars such as this. But everybody, thank you so much for watching. As I said, more to come, including stuff like this, hopefully more often, but you'll see a couple dailies coming up. Obviously, I have to have some sort of leniency. I don't know everybody with supercars. I don't know 100 supercar owners, so I mean, you guys are gonna have some pretty good content from all over the place. I might even have some fun with like side-by-sides and things like that. Really let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see supercars, comment down below. I'm gonna try to get anything that I can. In the winter, we're gonna have some fun because I'm in Ontario in Canada. So in the winter, we're gonna have some fun with a few winter cars. So stay tuned for that. I really appreciate you guys watching, as I said. And please hit the subscribe if you guys feel entitled to, or if you'd like to. Please like, subscribe, share the video, do all that good stuff. Yeah, peace out. Have an amazing day as always. And yeah. Have an amazing day, everybody.